What's going on, guys? MMuniz here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about something a little bit interesting. I think a lot of you may be wondering, how much money does a small-time YouTuber like me make? And when I say small, I mean less than 2,000 subscribers. And beyond that, we're going to go a little bit more in depth. We're going to talk about the YouTube Studio. It's an app that allows us to look at the analytics of our channel, and it'll break down how much money we make per 1,000 views, and a ton more information. But I'm going to keep that part pretty basic. We're also going to talk about other forms of income that having a YouTube business allows you to take advantage of. Now, personally, I only take advantage of one of those, but that doesn't mean in the future I won't add other things. And then lastly, if you're enjoying the video and you want to know a little bit more about me, I'm going to give my personal story on why I started YouTube, how much time and effort I put into growing this channel, what I think it takes out of an average person to grow their channel to get their first $100 on YouTube, and also, YouTube's not your only option. There are other platforms that you can get yourself out there and get paid, such as Twitch, streaming. And I have experience in that as well. So I'm going to talk about which one of those I think is better for the average person. By no means am I a professional at any of this, and this is not my full-time job. This is just a little hobby I have that, one, I love, and two, pays me money. Now, the format of this video is going to be a little bit different than my other videos. It's going to be more like a stream because I want to be able to show you a spreadsheet. I want to be able to show you the YouTube Studio. So let's get into the video. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how much money has YouTube actually paid me? Well, we have the YouTube Studio open. You can see there's a lot of information on here. For instance, I have 1,809 subscribers. I started my channel a little over a year ago, and it's progressively growing more and more subscribers a week, which is the goal. But the important part is the pay. So immediately, we're going to go to our revenue section, and I'm going to just change this to show the last 365 days because I actually didn't get monetized until April 1st of 2022. What you see right now is just the previous 28 days. But as you can see, I have received $555 from YouTube alone, and this is from YouTube AdSense. So basically, companies pay YouTube to advertise their services or products on certain videos. And what's important to note here is YouTube's getting paid and I'm getting paid. Typically, YouTube's going to take 45%, I get the other 55%. So to get a little bit better data, we're going to change this to the past 90 days. So you can see here we have two metrics. We have RPM, which is basically revenue per mil or revenue per 1,000 views. So for every 1,000 views, I'm getting around $11. Now the playback-based CPM, that is basically the cost per mil, and that is how much advertisers are actually paying for my content. There's a few key things we need to discuss here though, is the amount I make, $11 per 1,000 views, is actually a lot more than average. Now it is pretty average for a finance channel, but if I was a gaming channel, for instance, that number would be a lot lower, typically $2 to $3. Also, location matters. I am in America, I'm in New York State, and one of my friends, she has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and she lives in Italy. But because she's in Italy, companies typically pay less to advertise on that platform. So her RPM is significantly lower than mine. Even though she's getting 10 times as many views, she's not making as much per 1,000 views. So if you're ever interested in starting your own channel, just maybe do a bit of a Google search and see how much money people are making in that niche that you plan on focusing. Mine is personal finance and fitness. Now going back to getting monetized though, we can go back the last 365 days and you can see here, I didn't have any revenue. And then all of a sudden, pretty much on April 1st, I started making money. Now, in order to make money on YouTube, you need to hit two metrics that are pretty important. Actually three, but the two that are quantitative are you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of watch time. When you start your channel, it's going to seem like a lot. However, if you are consistent, just with anything, it's basically working out. Consistency is key. If you continue to put out quality content, communicate with your viewers. If they're commenting, make sure you respond to all comments. You will grow over time. Now, the worst thing you could do if you're ever interested in doing something like this is saying, well, I'm going to wait another week to start my video, or I'm going to wait 2 more weeks, I'm not ready yet. Just start recording today. Just the bottom line. Get the ball rolling, get comfortable. Every video you make, you're going to make better quality. You're going to be faster at making it, which means it's going to take you less time, so your payment per time is going to be a lot better. We're going to break down my hourly wage next. So what I have here is a little spreadsheet I've made to kind of give you a breakdown of the other money I make from having a YouTube channel. And also, how much money do I make per hour? Remember, time is money. So our total payment was $555, as you saw, and that's since I've been monetized. So I was monetized back in April, and it's been about 5 months. Now I've made 20 videos so far, and it's an average of 1 video per week. I haven't missed a video. I have a family, things come up, it happens. Now, typically, I spend around 3 hours per video. So if I've invested 60 hours total, and that's an estimate into those 20 videos, my payment per hour from YouTube alone has been $9 an hour, which is less than New York State minimum wage. Pretty low. However, me making a YouTube channel was not just to make money or get rich quick. That's not what it's about. I'll talk about that later. But the one thing I do want to say is, so in that 3 hours, typically there's a researching and planning outline, which takes about an hour. My outlines usually are pretty basic. It's not a word for word script or anything like that. I know some YouTubers do that, but I like to just have a topic and talk about it. If it's data driven, then yes, I typically have line by line, but not too often. Recording usually takes me about an hour, and then the rest, the editing, the thumbnail, that kind of stuff is usually less than an hour as well. To be honest, my thumbnails are super fast. They take maybe 90 seconds, but also my thumbnails probably aren't as cool as everybody else's, but I'm okay with that. So when we talk about just YouTube, I'm only making $9 an hour, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. However, there are other ways to make money, and a lot of YouTubers take advantage of these. You can do paid advertisements. Now, personally, I don't really have any desire to do this because it annoys people unless I absolutely love a product or service. So if I truly believe in it, then I'd probably do that. For instance, I love coffee. So if there was a coffee company that wanted to sponsor me, I wouldn't mind saying a few things about their coffee brand. Or clothing. I wear Bonobos clothing. If Bonobos ever came out with a sponsor, I'd love to do that. But other than that, I can't think of any examples. Affiliate marketing. So typically this will be something with a channel that is doing reviews of specific products or something, but it does fit other channels as well. For instance, if I was a tech channel and I was talking about a new monitor, I might have an affiliate link below that linked you to the monitor. Maybe you go and buy it and then I make money from that. You could do Patreon, which is like a monthly subscription to a higher form of contact between you and the content creator. Some people have cheap Patreons, some people have expensive Patreons. For instance, I think the average Joe investor, he's one of my favorite YouTubers, he has a Patreon that allows you to look at his spreadsheets that he makes. I could do something like that, but I don't really have any desire to. I don't ever look at his, so it's just not that important to me. But that's a way to increase your revenue. You can sell courses. This is another one that I don't really like and I definitely don't have, but some people do it. However, this is the big one. Now, I've made some considerable money from referrals. So what I will do is I may make a video on a credit card like the Chase Freedom Unlimited, and then in the bottom of that, I may give a link to sign up for it. And I always say, sign up for this, you'll get paid, and I will get paid. So it's win-win. Now, the only thing is for Chase credit cards, there's a maximum of 5 referrals per year. So within the first week of my Chase card video, I had already maxed that out. However, I don't really care that it's maxed out. I still want to give a link for what I consider to be the best beginner credit card for anybody out there. If you can go and get a 5% or even a 10% return on gas when it's crazy high nowadays, I want you guys to do that. Whether I'm making money or not, I'm just happy to help. It's my favorite thing. It's one of the reasons why I started YouTube. So I have made $800 because I've done 5 referrals to the Chase Freedom and I've also done 2 referrals to the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Now, if I include those in my pay, my new hourly rate, so the payment per hour after rewards, is $22.58 per hour, which is pretty respectable. And then the next one is you have advantages of having your own business. So YouTube is a business. I was able to take advantage of a credit card sign-up offer that offered me $1,250 since I had a business. So there was no reason to do that. And I would not have received that without my YouTube business and also my Twitch business when I used to stream. So in total, I've made $2,605, and my payment per hour, if you take all of the time I invested into YouTube since I've been making money and divided it out by my pay, I've made $43 an hour. Now, quick little note is the YouTube pay, the $555, that is taxed minus any business expenses. However, the credit card rewards, and one of the best reasons I like them, is there are no taxes on them. Typically, they're seen as a rebate. They're not something that is considered income. But we have to talk about expenses because it's really hard to make money with no money. Not impossible, but I bought a microphone. Now, I already had a microphone for gaming and streaming, but it didn't fit what I needed with YouTube. So I bought this right here. Hopefully that didn't make a really loud noise. But I bought this one right here. It was like $50. Not that much. I would love to purchase a wireless mic, but I haven't done that yet because I think it's like $200 and I just haven't done it. My camera, yes, I bought it, but I bought it a while ago, and I didn't buy it for YouTube. I bought that for my own hobbies. I used to ride motorcycles and motocross and snowboard, all that kind of stuff, so I've always had a GoPro. So for me, that wasn't an expense. The next thing is the PC setup. You don't need what I have. I have maybe a bit over the top, but I had that for streaming and gaming because I'm kind of a super nerd. But at the end of the day, if you're starting your own YouTube channel, you could easily just use your iPhone or whatever phone, and you can even edit the videos on your phone. You'd be completely set with just that, and most people have that. I think you can even get free iPhones depending on your financial situation. So all in all, a small-time YouTuber like me, I'm not gonna be able to support a family off of this, but I'm only putting in 3 hours a week into this, and I love doing it. I don't ever think, oh man, I gotta make a video this week, I don't wanna do it. No, because every video I make is a chance for me to learn, it's a chance for me to help other people, and obviously it's a chance to make money as well. So the last part of this video, we're gonna go back to me and my personal YouTube journey, why I started it, and what I think goes into making a channel, and if I think it's a good option for you guys. So let's go. So what actually got me into YouTube, and why did I want to start a channel? Well, I came across a video while I was searching for the best travel credit cards, and it was by Graham Stephan. And kudos to him, because I watched his video from start to finish. He was energetic, exciting, and just seemed like a good guy. So I watched probably 10 more videos from him. And they were all related to topics that my dad is always teaching me, and I'm always preaching to my friends. It may sound kind of funny, but my family and friends, we actually have a group chat that is labeled FIRE, and it stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. We all help each other. Anytime we come across a sale or a new credit card offer or something happening in the news in terms of the stock market, where if we feel like we can help someone on our team, that's what we're doing. So we're always communicating, trying to help each other, and YouTube is just another way for me to do that. On top of it, provides a monetary advantage for me. So when I have any hobby, I'm always thinking, how can I monetize this hobby? It may seem silly, but it's not really about making money or getting rich. It's more of, how can I continue to do this for free? So I love traveling. What do I need to do to travel for free? I still need to pay all my bills, but I want to travel to Italy. So what do I need to do? I love snowboarding. What do I need to do to snowboard for free for the rest of my life? So these are things that are always going through my head. Maybe that's weird. I don't know. I have talked to some other people and they say that they don't ever think like that, but that's just the way that I am. So at the end of the day, especially when it comes to something like credit cards in terms of personal finance, every single person I've come across that I've talked about credit cards and convinced them to get a certain card that would fit their certain situation, they have come out better after that conversation and after they made those moves that I suggested. And that's a really cool feeling, because I just like helping people. It's the same from when I was younger and I used to train people. You know, I've had friends that were 300 pounds that dropped down to 225 pounds. I've got a friend that's 395 pounds and now he's 320 pounds. And we all do things as a team, and I get to watch people grow and develop, and it's awesome. So that's probably one of the reasons I like the comment section so much, because people put in their own opinions, and I don't know, we could all learn from each other. So with that being said, if you're still watching the video, make sure you smash the like button down below, subscribe to the channel. We do weekly videos most of the time, and I want to hear from you guys. Does it surprise you the amount of time I put into my videos? Because when I compare myself to others, I find that they spend a lot more time making their YouTube videos. Maybe my quality's not as good, or maybe I'm just more efficient. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you in next week's video. Take care.